Let me tell you about one of the best experiences of my life. It was December of 2010, and I just arrived at the largest retreat center in North America, Kripalu. I was there participating in a 4-month residential volunteer program, which I ended up staying at for 2.5 years. But I was no stranger to community. I got sober in community, went on men's retreats, did leadership trainings. All of these were powerful experiences. Kripalu was a little different, though. This was an immersive experience in community, living together, working together, practicing together, and it was centered around holistic practices like yoga and meditation. Now you may be thinking, doing yoga, meditating all day, boring. Believe me, I had that thought too, but that's not entirely what this was. This was mostly a community of younger people like myself, looking to live a healthier, more meaningful lifestyle while still having fun and being a little crazy at times. I mean, imagine you and a few friends making costumes out of scarves and then going grocery shopping. Well, that's one of the things we did. See, what appealed to me about this community was the focus on authenticity and expression. It could be as simple as a nickname, mine was Crazy Beautiful, or it could be deeper, like a new way of relating, and the volunteer community would reflect and support this. See, I think we just want to fit in, to be part of something bigger, and to have an authentic way of doing so, but we just don't know how. There is no guidebook for this. So we struggle to find hope beyond what we see. We see community on Facebook, but that's artificial. The need is organic. It's been reported that 1 in 4 Americans have 0 friends to confide in. Julianne Holt-Lunstad, a researcher at Brigham Young, found that longevity is mostly determined by close relationships and daily social interactions, even more so, check this out, than quitting smoking or drinking. So why is it that we are so disconnected? I believe it has to do with a lack of authentic expression in community. And when these two are brought together, a profound shift can happen. Which is why I'm offering a very cool solution. It's called a Poetry Slam. It's an event I hosted monthly during my time at Kripalu, but instead of talking more about it, I want us to experience it together right now. So I'm going to guide us briefly through the beginning of a Poetry Slam. In order to get the full impact, it will be helpful if you pay attention. Imagine you're in a room of your peers. Music is playing, there's a playful tension in the air, and we're just getting started. Now remember the name Mark Smith. Anytime you hear the name Mark Smith, you can respond with a boisterous, "So what?" Let's try this together one time. Mark Smith, "So what?" Perfect. Now let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Poetry Slam. My name is Dylan and I will be your MC for the evening. The Poetry Slam is a competition invented in the 1980s by a Chicago construction worker named Mark Smith. So what? In which performed poetry is judged by 5 randomly picked members of the audience. And it goes on. But this is how we begin every slam. It's inclusive, interactive, and energetic. If you were to come to the Poetry Slam, you would see the whole community involved. Greeters connecting the audience. Judges giving their honest feedback. The timekeeper keeping everyone in line. The DJ playing a fun intro song for the poets. Imagine the Star Wars theme song playing on your way up to the stage. Epic. And finally, the poets, the heartbeat of the slam. Sharing their raw truth. Light, dark, and everywhere in between. Surrounding the event, there's an overwhelming sense of contribution. It's the contribution that creates community, but it's the authentic expression which brings the community to life. It takes courage to authentically express ourselves. But here's the thing. Miracles happen when we're completely vulnerable. This was evident in Ashley's story. Ashley saw her fellow volunteers perform the slam, which sparked desire and fear. Could I really do it? She was so nervous. Yet Ashley found courage by watching others go before her, and this brave young woman stepped onto the stage and performed in her first poetry slam. Here's what she had to say. I finally found my long-lost voice. I don't have to be afraid to be me anymore. The Poetry Slam truly does build a community, and I am forever blessed and changed because of it. See, without the audience, Ashley would have been reading poetry to a wall. Without the judges, there would be nothing to come up against to test our truth. Without the DJ, no music to dance to. And without you hearing this story, who would I tell? The Poetry Slam at Kripalu was one of the most amazing experiences of my life, and it's my hope this story empowers you to create something yourself or help others to do the same. I'm going to close with the words of a poet, Adam Gottlieb. Writing a poem does not change the world. Learning about new people, really feeling inspired by people who are very different than you. I would like to say that that's changing the world. And if not, it's coming much, much closer.